Most people aren't small because they have bad genetics. Most of the times, they're small because they keep making the same mistake every single week. They go to the gym, they work hard, they get a pump, they sweat, but month after month, they look the exact same. No real size, no real strength, no real progress. And the worst part is, most people don't even realize what is holding them back. They think they need a better split, a new supplement, or some secret workout that is going to change everything. But the truth is, most people don't even realize all they need to do is match the basics. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 6 biggest mistakes keeping you small. And if you fix these, you'll start building muscle way faster. Mistake 1. You're working out, not training. First mistake is people are working out and not actually training. There's a big difference between working out and training with a goal. Working out is random, training has a purpose. Training means you're trying to improve something every single week. More reps, more weight, better form, better control, better range of motion, better intensity. Most people walk into the gym and just do whatever feels good that day. They hit a few machines, they do random sets, they copy whatever they saw online, and they leave feeling like they trained hard. But if you ask what they did last week, would they actually know? Would they know if they improved? Most people don't, and that is why they stay the same. Your body doesn't grow because you walk in the gym. Your body grows when you give it a reason to adapt. So stop going to the gym just to exercise. Walk in knowing what you're trying to be. If last week you benched 185 for 8 reps, this week get 185 for 9, or 190 for 8 reps, or the same weight with cleaner form. That is training. You're not just showing up, you're chasing progress. Mistake 2. You are not training hard enough. The second mistake is you're not training hard enough. And I know this might hurt some people, but that's the truth. A lot of people think they train hard just because they sweat or got tired. But being tired and actually training hard are not the same thing. A lot of people stop their sets way too early. They stop when it burns. They stop when it gets uncomfortable. They stop when the reps slow down. But that is usually when the set actually starts to matter. If your goal is to build muscle, your working sets need to be challenging. That does not mean dangerous. That does not mean your form falls apart. And that most definitely does not mean maxing out every single workout. It means get close enough to failure for your body to adapt. The reps that build muscle are usually hard reps, slow reps, the reps where you have to focus, the reps where your body wants to quit but your form is still controlled. That is where muscle grows. Mistake 3. You're not progressing over time. The third mistake is you're not progressing over time. A lot of people train hard but never build on it. They do not track anything. They do not know what they lifted last week. They do not know what they need to beat this week. They just guess. And when you guess every workout, your progress becomes random. Progressive overload is one of the biggest keys to building muscle. All it means is giving your body more quality over work time. That can mean adding reps, adding weight, adding sets, controlling the weight better, getting a better stretch, or using a better range of motion. Progress does not always mean adding more weight. If your form gets worse as you're adding weight, you are not really progressing. You're just trying to ego lift. Real progress means putting muscle in quality work over time. So track your workouts. You do not need anything fancy. Use your notes app. Write down the exercise, the weight, the reps. That way next week you know exactly what to beat. If you're not tracking your reps, your weight, your sets, you're probably not growing over time. If you're not tracking your training, you're probably not progressing as much as you think you are. Mistake 4. Your form is stealing your gains. The fourth mistake is bad form. A lot of people lift with their ego and not with their muscles. They throw the weight around, they rush every rep, they cut the range of motion short, they use momentum. Then they say the exercise does not work. Most of the time, the exercise is not the problem. The way they're doing the exercise is the problem. So if your goal is muscle growth, you need tension on the target muscle. That means control, good range of motion, and actually feeling the muscle work. There's a big difference between lifting the weight and lifting with the muscle. You do not need to impress anybody, you need to make the muscle work. That's what builds size. Mistake 5. You're not eating enough to grow. The fifth mistake is you're not eating enough. Now this is a huge one. A lot of people say they can't gain muscle. They say they have bad genetics. They say they have a fast metabolism. They say they're training hard, but nothing changes. But when you actually look at their food, they're barely eating. They skip breakfast, eat one real meal, they snack a little bit, they get protein sometimes, then they wonder why they're not growing. If you want to build muscle, your body needs fuel. You need enough calories. You need enough protein. You need enough carbs to train hard. And you will certainly need food to recover. Protein helps build muscle when recovering. Protein helps repair muscle after training. It is the building block for muscle growth. A good goal for eating protein is around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you need around 150 max grams protein. But protein is not the only thing. Calories matter too. If you're trying to gain size, you probably need a small calorie surplus. That means eating slightly more calories than your body burns. Not a dirty bulk, not eating everything in sight, just enough food to support muscle growth. The truth is simple. If your body weight has not moved and your strength has not moved, you're probably not eating enough calories. Mistake 6. You are not recovering enough. The 6th mistake is you're not recovering enough. A lot of people think going to the gym is where your muscle stimulates, but outside the gym is where your muscle recovers. If you're training hard, but you're not sleeping, not eating, not resting, and consistently beating your body down, you are going to slow your progress down. More is not always better. Better is better. You need to train hard, but you also need to recover harder. Sleep matters. Food matters. Rest days matter. Managing fatigue matters. So if you're always sore, always tired, always weak, always unmotivated, and your lifts are going down, that might not be discipline. That might be poor recovery. But soreness does not mean growth. Being destroyed all the time is not the goal. The goal is train hard enough to stimulate muscle growth, to recover enough to come back stronger. Recovery is not being lazy. Recovery is part of the program. The best lifters do not just train hard, they recover well enough to train for months and years. That is where you build a real physique. So if you're tired of training hard and looking the exact same way, fix these 6 mistakes. Stop just working out, start training with purpose, push your sets close to failure, track your progress, use better form, eat enough food, and recover properly. Because building muscle is not just doing a bunch of random workouts and hoping something changes. It's about doing the right thing over time, consistently. You don't need some secret exercise, some magical supplement. You don't need to switch programs every single week or 2 weeks or every month. You need to master the basics. Train hard, progress over time, control your reps, fuel your body, sleep enough, stay consistent. So if this video helped you out, subscribe. I'm going to keep breaking down simple ways to get stronger, to build a natural aesthetic physique over time. Remember, you do not need to be perfect at all. You just need to stop making the same mistake, keeping you small. But anyways, I'll see y'all next one. Later one.